Good evening. Welcome to yoga. My name is Danielle. I want to thank you for joining me for this live stream comeback yoga class. Comeback Yoga is a nonprofit organization that meets the military where they're at. So that means providing classes at home. This is the level 2 class. And for me, there's not much difference between the other levels and the level 2 as far as intensity is concerned. However, I tend to use less instruction in a level 2 class. I always keep 2 yoga blocks and a yoga strap for practice, and you don't have to worry if you don't have those things. You can use what's available in your own home. For instance, if we're using yoga blocks to pad the joints, you could use instead throw pillows, bed pillows, couch pillows. If we're using blocks to add height underneath your hands, then I would suggest a sturdy book. You don't have to have a proper yoga strap. You can use a belt, a necktie, even a towel would work. And this is going to feel very similar to other classes you've taken before, except for that comeback yoga classes are taught from a trauma-informed perspective. So again, the difference lies in the instruction and in the little tools that we use. For example, before we even get started, start to get oriented to what's around your space. Notice where the exits are to your space. And if there's something that you can do to make yourself even 10% more comfortable, do that now. That might mean changing the position of your yoga mat so that you can face your exits. Or maybe keeping your phone handy, but just place it face down so that it doesn't bother you as we begin to move and practice. Now that we've gotten oriented to our space, we'll go ahead and get started. And we're going to start in a seated position. So if it's okay on your low back and your hips, you can just stay right like this in an easy seat. However, I like to use my yoga blocks here, or maybe couch pillows, bed pillows, throw pillows, to create a little perch. And then once you come up on top of the perch, your entire hips are supported. So start to think about creating some length in your spine. Press your sitting bones down towards the floor or your props. Reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Keep the length in your spine, but relax your shoulders away from your ears. You can rest your hands wherever they're comfortable, to your knees, your lap, maybe even by your side. And then bring awareness to the rhythm of your breath, to your inhales and to your exhales. And if your breath is coming in a bit short or ragged, start to slow it down. And then begin to deepen your breath. Take a slow, steady inhale through your nose, fill your lungs with air. And then open up your mouth, sigh all of your air out. Do another like that. Inhale, fill up to the top. Exhale, sigh it out. And then seal your lips and begin to inhale through your nose and out of your nose. This cultivates your warrior breath, and it's the type of breath that we use to trap heat in the body and get our muscles warm. That being said, if you ever feel overheated, open up your mouth, sigh all of your breath out, and that'll help cool you down. Soften your muscles, the hinge of your jaw, and scan your body from head to toe. Take note of any areas that feel tight, tense, or sore, and be mindful of those areas as we begin to move and practice. Take one more deep breath in, fill up to the tippy top. Stay for your exhale, let it go. Good. Now drop your right ear to your right shoulder, just enough to feel a stretch to the left side of your neck. And if you would like to deepen, you can take your hand and gently press down on the crown of your head. You can extend your fingertips over to your side, your left fingertips over to the side. But know that if dropping your ear to your shoulder is enough sensation, you can stay. We're just warming up, so don't force anything. And take one more inhale here. Exhale, come through center, left ear to left shoulder. Stay. or deepen as you would like. You take an inhale. On your exhale, come through center. And then if you were using props underneath your hips, go ahead and come up off of those. Place those to the top corners of your mat. And we're going to find our way to hands and knees, however you'd like to get there. We're setting up for tabletop, a neutral spine. Stack your shoulders over your wrist, your hips over your knees. And your next inhale is your cow pose. Belly lowers and gaze goes forward. Your exhale is your cat. Round your spine, take your gaze down. Good, do another like that. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round your spine for cat. Start to take these movements on your own breath. And feel free to stay a bit longer in one of the poses, especially if it gives your spine a good stretch. Try to make the movements slow and articulated and linked with your breath. And you don't have to stay with the cat-cow breaths. Maybe you take other movements to open up. You can circle your hips or look over your shoulders. There's no right movement. There's no wrong movement. So just go where your body wants to go. And if you find a tight spot, stay there for a few breaths. Work it out. Slowly come on back to center and reach your right arm open for a twist. And then circle your wrist in one direction, go the other way, and then you're going to thread the needle, bring your right shoulder and temple down to the floor. Now, your left hand can stay in front of your face for more support. You can deepen sensation by walking your left fingertips forward, or taking your left arm and wrapping it around your waist for a half bind. And just bring your awareness to the space between your shoulder blades. That's an area that holds a lot of our tension, so it can get tight. And take one more inhale. On your exhale, right arm's going to go open, one more twist, and then right hand comes down. Do a round of your cat-cow, let that go. Inhale, reach your left arm open. Circle your wrist in one direction, go the other way. Exhale, thread the needle, left shoulder and temple down. Deepen as you would like here. And as you come into the second side, make sure that you're still breathing. That your inhales are slow and steady, and that your exhales are slower and steadier. One more deep breath. On your exhale, left arm is going to twist open, and then left hand comes down. Do a round of your cat-cow, let that go. Then we're going to come all the way down to the floor, all the way down to your belly, and this is where you might want to use a strap or whatever prop you've decided to use in lieu of the strap. You're going to bring your left forearm in front of you and bend your right knee. Now you're either going to reach around with your hand and take hold of the top of your foot, or loop your strap around the ball of your foot, and then you can pull the strap in. Either way is fine. From there, you'll rest your forehead down on your forearm and make sure that you stay with your breath. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale. Slowly release your grip on your foot. And then it'll be right forearm in front of you. Left knee bends. Reach around, take hold of your foot with your strap or your hand. Pull your heel towards your glute and your forehead can rest on forearm. Good. One more inhale. On your exhale, gently release your grip on your foot. Take your gaze forward, and you're going to slide your hands to your rib cage. You'll press up to tabletop, and then we're going to find our first downward facing dog. Curl your toes, send your hips high, and press your thighs back. It might feel nice to ease into this first one with movement. Go ahead, walk your dog, sway your hips from side to side. And really try to relax your neck. Nod your head yes a few times, shake it no. Just allow the crown of your head to be heavy. Eventually you'll find some stillness. And then you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. You might take a soft or a generous bend to your knees here, enough to either bring your hands down to the floor, or hands can reach up and grab for opposite elbows. You can do this pose in stillness. You can add movement by swaying side to side. Whatever choice you make is fine. Just make sure that the crown of your head is heavy so that there's a length in the back of your neck. Slowly come back to center. Release your fingers to the mat if they're not there already. And start to roll up to standing slowly. One vertebrae at a time. Neck and head are the last to come up. And then we're going to be at the top of the mat in our mountain pose. We'll start to link our breath with movement from here. On your next inhale, bring your arms up and overhead, extended mountain. And then on your exhale, soft bend to your knees as you fold. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold over your legs and release. Inhale your arms up. Exhale your hands to your heart. So we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, draw a circle with your hands. Exhale, soft bend to your knees as you fold. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, draw a straight line to your heart. 1 more round. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale your arms up. Exhale your hands to your heart. So we'll add on from there and pick up the pace. Inhale your arms up and overhead. Exhale, soften to your knees as you fold. Inhale, hands come to shins. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog. Now on your next inhale, come up high on your toes and shift to plank. The top of a push-up. On your exhale, we're coming down to the mat. You can always bring your knees down first. Everything lowers down. And then inhale to a low cobra pose. Lift up your chest, roll your shoulder heads back. And then exhale, chest to the floor. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift up your chest, roll your shoulder heads back. Press down into the tops of your feet. Exhale, chest to the floor. 1 more. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower down. Good. From here, press up to hands and knees. Find your downward facing dog. And take an inhale here as we hold. Stay for your exhale. Let it go. Inhale, come up high on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, take tiny little steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale your arms up and overhead. Exhale, soft bend to your knees as you fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold, release. Plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift to plank. Pause. Exhale, lower to the floor, knees lifted or lowered. Bring the tops of your feet flat. And then walk your fingertips off the side of your mat. Tense your fingertips down like you have cupcakes underneath your hands. You don't want to smush your cupcakes. Inhale, lift up your chest, super cobra. And then exhale, come on down. We'll add on to that. Inhale, lift up, super cobra. Exhale, dip your right shoulder forward, gaze to the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, dip your left shoulder forward, gaze to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, come on down. Slide your hands to your rib cage and find downward facing dog through plank or tabletop. You choose. Take an inhale as we hold. Stay for the exhale, let it go. Inhale, come up high on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale your hands to your shins. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, bring your arms up and overhead. Exhale, soften to your knees, fold forward. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold and release. Plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift to plank. And then exhale, lower down to your belly. Good, tops of the feet are flat. And then inhale, cobra pose. Like a wave, lift your chest, loop your shoulders at the top. Exhale, release down. Find downward facing dog through plank or tabletop, you choose. Good, take an inhale here as we hold. Stay for your exhale, let it go. Good, come on down to hands and knees, take a well-deserved child's pose. Big toes touch, knees go wide. Send your hips toward your heels and your forehead to rest on something. The mat, a block. You can make a pillow out of your forearms and rest your forehead there. But consider this your home base. What that means is that this pose is available to you the whole time that we're practicing. So if you become fatigued or lose your breath, if I call out a pose and it's not working in your body today, know that you can always take child's pose as an alternative to reground and to reconnect. Take one more deep breath here. Fill your lungs, the back of your heart with air. And then open up your mouth, sigh all of your air out. Press up to hands and knees. Find your downward facing dog. Good. On your next inhale, come up high on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. And then on your exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale your arms up. Exhale your hands to your heart. So we're going to come into chair pose. Feet will be hip-width distance apart, so you have trouble measuring that. Take the heel of one of your feet, place it into the arch of your opposite foot. When you swing your toes forward, that's your hip width. We all look a little different here. From there, sit your hips down low and sweep your arms up high. Shift your weight to your heels so your toes are nice and light. You might be able to give your toes a little wiggle. And as you bring your toes back down, see if you can come a bit deeper into your hips. One more inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale as we hold. Stay for the exhale, let it go. And then come on down to your knees. From here, you're coming all the way down to the floor, and we're gonna find spins. So you're gonna bring your forearms flat and parallel, elbows moving towards your rib cage, and then drag your fingers across the mat. Feel how that makes your chest shift forward. Good. Now, we're just gonna add some movement here. So on your inhale, take your gaze forward. On your exhale, start to tuck your chin, round your spine, and move very slowly and articulately. You're going to lift first your rib cage, then your hips. Good. And then on the exhale, lower hips, belly, and rib cage. Good, so let's do that a few more times. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your spine. Lift first your rib cage, then your belly, then your hips. So your knees and the tops of your feet are still on the mat. On your exhale, lower just as slowly your hips, belly, and rib cage. One more round. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin. Lift first your rib cage, then your belly, then your hips. On your exhale, lower your hips, belly, and rib cage. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, lower down. Find downward facing dog through plank or tabletop. You choose. On your next inhale, reach your right leg high and back. Exhale, knee to chest, hold, hover, and round your spine. Inhale, right leg high and back. Exhale, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, right leg high and back. Exhale, knee to chest, look forward, right foot to right thumb for a lunge. And then drop your left knee down, left foot's flat. You're gonna walk your hands up, take the base of your palms, and press down into your right leg. Take a moment here to stack your right knee on top of your right ankle. Make sure your tailbone's heavy. And then we're gonna add a pulse. Inhale, shift your chest forward, take your gaze up, your throat is open. This is your cow. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your spine, cat. Good, do it again. Inhale to your cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, cat. One more, inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, bring your arms up and overhead, low lunge. And then exhale, sweep down, reframe your front foot. Good. Curl your right toes, lift up to a lunge, and then step your right leg to plank. Okay, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Tops of the feet are flat. Walk your left fingertips forward. And then you're gonna bend your right knee. Reach around, take hold of the top of your foot or what's available to you. Take an inhale. And then on your exhale, gaze is gonna go forward as you kick your right foot into your right hand. Exhale, release. Let go of your right foot, slide your hands to your side, find downward facing dog. Then inhale and reach left leg high and back. Exhale, knee to chest, hold, hover, round your spine. Inhale, left leg high and back. Exhale, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, left leg high and back. Exhale, knee to chest, look forward, left foot to left thumb lunge. Good, back knee comes down, back foot's flat. Walk your hands up, base of the palms, press down into your left leg. Take a moment to stack your left knee on top of your left ankle. And make sure your tailbone's heavy. Inhale to your cow pose, shift your chest forward, gaze is up. Exhale, curl your spine, take your gaze down, cat. Good, do it again. Inhale to your cow. Exhale, round your spine, cat. And then inhale, come into your cow. You might shift the left knee past your left ankle. And then exhale, come back, round your spine, cat. Good, left ankle on top of left knee. Inhale, up for your low lunge. Exhale, sweep down, reframe your front foot. Curl your right toes, lift up, lunge, left leg to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Tops of the feet are flat. Walk your right fingertips forward, bend your left knee. Reach around, take a hold of what's available to you. Gaze is going to be down. Take a nice deep breath in. On your exhale, look forward and kick your left foot into your left hand. Exhale, release, release the grip on your left foot. Slide your hands to your rib cage. Find downward facing dog. Hips go high, thighs press back. Inhale, shift to plank and pause. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Good, do it again. Inhale to plank, pause there. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift to plank and pause. Exhale, lower down to the floor. Good. Now you're gonna bring your right hand into your rib cage. The left arm's gonna go out to your side. You'll roll over onto your left shoulder, stack your legs and pause. And then from here, you decide. You can stay. For deeper sensation, you can take the top leg, bend the knee, and bring it behind the bottom leg. Your right arm is down in front of your chest for support. It can also loop around your waist for a half bind. And just make sure that you're still staying with the rhythm of breath we started our class with. Slow inhales to fill up. Slower exhales to let it go. Take one more inhale. Exhale, come through center. Left hand in, right arm out. Roll over onto your right shoulder, stack your legs. Pause, you can stay. You can deepen as you would like. If you think about how we walk around hunched over our devices, texting and typing all day, this is the exact opposite movement of that. It might feel a little sticky, so you want to stay with your breath. As long as you can still inhale slowly and exhale slower, then you're fine. If the pain is too much, you can think about bringing a prop underneath your temple. Sometimes that takes the crankiness out of it. One more inhale. Exhale, come through center. Slide your hands by your side. Find downward facing dog. Hips go high, thighs press back. On your next inhale, reach your right leg high and back. On your exhale, bring your knee into your chest, look forward, bring your right foot to your right thumb lunge. Now the back heel is going to stay lifted, and you're going to come into your crescent warrior. Good. Once you get up, adjust. Wiggle your right foot closer to the edge of your mat so it doesn't feel like you're balancing on a tightrope. Let your tailbone get heavy. The back heel is lifted, it's light and it's springy. You can softly bend your left knee to make that happen. Take an inhale, reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. Exhale, open twist, left hand forward, right hand back. On your inhale, spread your fingers wide. Engage your arms. And then on your exhale, right hand to the back of left hip. Left arm's going to go up and overhead. On your next inhale, bring the right hand up to meet the left. And then on your exhale, sweep down and reframe your front foot. Right leg to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way or halfway through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, you choose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and reach your left leg high and back. Exhale, knee to chest, look forward, left foot to left thumb lunge. Back heel stays lifted. You're coming up to your crescent. Once you get up, adjust. Wiggle the left foot closer to the left edge of your mat. Pull your low belly up and in. And your back heel's lifted, it's light and it's springy. Softly bend your right knee if you'd like. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open twist, right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale, spread your fingers wide. Exhale, left hand to the back of right hip. Right arm aligns with your tricep. Tricep aligns with ear. Good. Inhale, left hand comes up to meet right. Exhale, sweep down, reframe your front foot. Left leg to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, your back bend. And then exhale, press back, child's pose. Big toes touch, knees go wide. Hips to heels. Forehead to rest on something. Start to come back to that slow, steady rhythm of breath we started our class with. Especially if you've lost the rhythm of your breath. Come back to it if you lost it. Rescan your body. If there's lingering muscle tension, send your breath there. What can you soften? What can you let go of? You take one more inhale. On your exhale, press into hands and knees. Go ahead and take a seat. Give your legs a shake. Good. Now you're gonna bring your legs wide, like a V, and you're gonna take your hands to the backs of your hips, lift your hips up, and then when you come back down, you might be able to widen that a bit. Your props might be very handy here to the inside of both of your knees. So the first thing we're going to do is turn towards the right leg, bring the right forearm down to the floor or your block, and then you're gonna roll the left shoulder open. Maybe the right hand catches the right foot. Maybe you reach your left fingertips up. For even deeper sensation, you can bend your left elbow, bring your hand behind your head, like you're an old-timey movie star. Can you send some breath here to your left ribcage? Can you send some breath to your right hamstring? Can you soften the tension with your breath? Take one more inhale. And then on the exhale, turn your torso and fold over your leg. So the prop can support your forehead if you'd like. You certainly don't need it to though. And you're gonna flex your right toes towards your right knee so that you're getting a stretch to the arch of your foot as well. Let your spine round. Notice where you're holding your stress. Is it the back of your neck? Is it the space between your shoulder blades? Maybe it's your low back or your hips. Wherever the tension is, send your breath there. What can you soften? What can you let go of? Good, one more inhale. Exhale, walk your fingertips back, lift up. And now we're just gonna go to the other side. So you'll bring your left forearm down to the block. Maybe left hand catches left foot. Right fingertips up. Maybe you bend the right elbow, bring your hand behind your head, spin your chest open. Good, you'll feel a stretch here, maybe. I do anyways. From your right elbow down to your right hip crease. So you're really lengthening your right side body here. You might also feel tension to your left hamstring. You can softly bend your left knee to take the tension away. Good, one more inhale. And then on the exhale, turn your torso, fold over your left leg. You want to bring the block up to a higher level, you can, or prop, whatever it is that you're using here. Maybe you're not using props at all, and that's okay too. Now the left toes curl towards the left knee, so you're giving a stretch to the back. Not only to the back of the left leg, but to the arch of your foot. Your whole leg is engaged and fired. All right, take one more inhale. On your exhale, walk your fingertips back, lift up, and now we're gonna fold forward. So you can bring your props in front of you if you'd like. Hinge forward at your hips and fold. The blocks underneath the forearms make the pose more approachable. However, you might not need them. If that's the case, come on down. I can tell already that I can't hold this for very long, but I would prefer to use these blocks, so I will. Now all 10 toes are curling towards your knees. Spine is rounded, gaze is down. There's a length in the back of your neck. Just tune in to the rhythm of your breath. All right, one more inhale. On your exhale, walk your fingertips back, lift up. You can close your legs, give them a little shake. Good. And then I'll give you the side view for this. You're gonna take your right peace fingers and circle grip your right big toe. You're gonna lift your leg, bend your knees so your shin's in front of your chest. Cradle your shin with your arms in your hands and rock side to side. Bring your awareness to your right hip. You might even notice pockets that feel closed or stuck. So can you send your breath there? You're gonna cross your right leg on top of your left, and then the right hand is gonna hug the top, the left hand's gonna hug the top knee, and the right hand's gonna go behind your right hip. This is gonna allow your right shoulder to roll open and back, and you can either align your chin with your chest, or you can take your gaze past your right shoulder. Take one more inhale. Exhale, you'll come through center and walk your fingertips to the left for a counter twist. Dip your chest forward and let your elbows flare. And one more inhale. Exhale, come through center. Give your leg a little shake. Left peace fingers are going to circle grip left big toe. Lift your leg, bend your knee, cradle your shin, and rock side to side. Now the awareness comes to your left hip, which might feel different than the right. But once again, if you notice that there's some tension there, send your breath there. Good. Cross your left leg on top of the right. Right hand will hug the top knee. Left hand comes behind. And take your gaze where your neck feels best. Okay, one more inhale. Exhale, walk your fingertips through center over to the right. Tense your fingertips. Dip your chest forward. Allow your elbows to flare. Counter twist. Good. Inhale. Exhale, come through center. Give your legs a little shake. Good. All right. So now from here, we're coming down to our back. Before we go, I want you to take your props on either side of your mat, kind of where your knees are going to land when you come to lie down. And then lower yourself down any way that you like. When you get all the way down, take a good morning stretch. Reach through your fingertips, reach through your toes, circle out your wrists, circle out your ankles. And then rest your hands down by your side, bend your knees, bring your feet flat, and then soles of the feet come together, knees fall open wide. The props are there to support your knees if your hips or your low back feel tight. If they don't, you can scoot them off to the side. You can really rest your hands wherever they're comfortable here. I like to bring my hands to my belly, below my belly button for this one. Sometimes it's just easier to stay connected to your breath when you can feel it. So you might notice that when you inhale, your belly rises underneath your hands. And when you exhale, your belly lowers and moves away from your hands. So let that be something you can attach your mind to. Just notice what you notice, feel what you feel. There's no right, there's no wrong. There's just curiosity. And you can keep your hands down where they are right now. But if you would like to stretch your side body, you can reach your arms up and overhead, and your hands will reach for opposite elbows. And then instead of breathing deep in your belly, think about expanding your breath to your rib cage. Make those intercostal muscles work for you. Those are the muscles that wrap around your rib cage. And when they become stronger, you breathe more efficiently. And take one more inhale. On your exhale, you're going to gently close your knees. Good. Props can go over to the side. You'll keep your knees bent, but walk your feet wide to the edge of your mat. And then knock your knees in towards each other. This is constructive rest. What we're doing here, we're moving our hips in the opposite direction. You might want to take a note of which one your low body likes better. Feet wide and knees together, or knees wide and feet together. Because we tend to have a preference, and it's nice to have knowledge of your body when you practice yoga. But now don't change the position of your legs. Your knees are still in towards each other. The feet are still wide, but you're going to start to move your knees back and forth like they're windshield wipers. And you'll notice when you start from that position that your knees fall open wide. So you're just going right and left a few times. Use the movements to check in with how your hips and low back are doing, because every day is different based on what you did the day before. Good. Now, the next time that your knees are on the left, let them drop all the way down. It might feel nice to bring your arms out to the side like a T from here, so you get a stretch to the front of your shoulders and your chest. And then it might also feel nice to take your gaze away from your knees towards your right thumb. So go ahead and choose what feels best at your neck. And with every inhale and exhale, just allow yourself to become more heavy and still. Allow yourself to soften. Take an inhale. Exhale, move your knees through center, drop them over to the right. Gaze where your neck feels best. And feel how your mat and the floor support your body. And allow yourself to rest down into that support. Take an inhale. Exhale your knees through center. You can walk your feet back to hip width. The knees are still bent, the feet are still flat. Take one of your props, lift up your hips, place your prop to your low back. Supported bridge. If there's tension in your low back and hips, walk your feet wide to the edge of your mat. Otherwise, feet can stay hip width distance apart. And just begin to notice how grounding the pose is. Feel your feet press down into the floor. Feel your hips be supported by the prop. Feel your shoulder blades spread and widen beneath you. And then the back of your head, the base of your skull gently supported by your mat, by the floor. And your only job is to breathe. You don't hear that a lot in your everyday life, so really enjoy it. If it helps you to stay connected to breath, you can bring your hands back to your belly, below your belly button, so you can feel the rise and the fall underneath your hands. Otherwise, just rest your hands where they're comfortable. Take one more inhale, and then on your exhale, lift up your hips. Scoot your prop off to the side, and when your hips come down to the floor, hug your knees into your chest. It might feel nice to sway side to side here to massage your low back. You can even draw circles on the ceiling with your feet if you'd like. Good. Slowly let your legs go long, and we'll set up for our rest pose, our final pose. You want to take a moment to shift your hair, your body, your clothes. Get as comfortable as you can in this position. So for some of us, that's legs long, but it's more forgiving on your low back. You can certainly bend your knees and bring your feet flat. Let go of any control on your breath, and just return to your natural and spontaneous breath. The breath that enters and leaves your body without any effort. Once again, feel how the mat and the floor support your body. Give yourself permission to rest into that support. And if you have more time to devote to this pose, I recommend 5 to 10 minutes here if you've got the time to spare. If you're ready to be guided out, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Sway your head from side to side. And hug your knees in towards your chest. You'll roll all the way over to your left or your right side and just pause there. Use the strength of your top arm to press up to a seat. And as you come up to seated, bring the palms of your hands together, press your thumbs in towards your sternum, and feel your heart beat underneath your thumbs. I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight for this class, and I hope to see you again real soon. Take care.